SKC Minnesota, because we've been talking for a little bit. So let's keep going here. SKC Minnesota. Great game this is going to be. You got SKC at the top of the West by 1 goal differential ahead of Minnesota right now. I can't wait for this. The biggest note for this one is Defensive Player of the Year, Ike Opara, not with the team in Orlando. That's a big hole to fill for Minnesota, who currently don't have a lot of options. SKC are firing on all cylinders right now, and we've talked about it at length. So it'll be very interesting to see how that works. Big player for SKC, first and foremost, Alan Pulido, right up top. He's definitely one of the top people probably to win the Golden Boot. Winston Reed, I think, is another one to watch. Anybody who's coming in to try and fill a back line like that has been decent to start the season. I wonder if a new guy not adjusted to gameplay yet is going to have a negative effect on the defensive shape that they have. And then the last but not least is our guy, Gadi Kinda. Gadi Kinda blew up the league in the first 2 games, and as we mentioned, was the attacking piece that everybody was missing in SKC, and he's just starting to do all the things they need him to do, and I'm very excited to watch him play again. Minnesota, whoever fills in for Ike Opara, you got to keep an eye on. Right now, it's Brett Kallman or Jose Aja. Brett Kallman is a notorious backup center back for Minnesota. I believe he was starting the first year when Minnesota were Minnesota. And then you've got Jose Aja, who has been a starting option for Orlando City the past few years, and we all know how great they've been. So their backups have not been fantastic. I wonder if their shape changes. I wonder if their tactics change. But those are not great replacements for me. So I'll be keeping an eye on them. Then I'm looking at Tomas Chacon, the young DP that they signed, is going to need to carry the midfield for them. They've got Ozzy behind him, really solidifying the backside. But you got to have somebody who can pull the strings, and that's going to be him. And he looked all right the first few games. He's got to keep it going. And then finally for me, Luis Amarilla, of course, going to have a big tourney, help Minnesota move on. However, no Ike Opara, no happiness in the back line. I got to go 3-1 SKC on this one. Yeah, there's not much else to say.
No disagreements.
Yeah.